What is up, everybody? So we have Microstrategy earnings Wednesday after market close, and we've been trading Microstrategy for the past few weeks during this rally up from this flag pennant, whatever you want to call it, on the daily chart. And yeah, we've been covering this stock for a good couple weeks, and it hasn't been disappointing. So just taking a look at Bitcoin and seeing how MicroStrategy is following, or Bitcoin is following MicroStrategy, which is an interesting story because MicroStrategy is actually leveraged to outperform Bitcoin, even though Bit is based on Bitcoin. So we got a video where we're gonna explain a lot about MicroStrategy and its pretty much infrastructure for how it changed itself as a company and changed the whole game pretty much. So MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, right? He's been pretty much investing in Bitcoin, and now he has about 12 billion in Bitcoins. It's about, I think, 250 Bitcoins, somewhere a little bit more or less. I'm sorry, 250,000 Bitcoins, right? And Bitcoin is worth 72,000 right now. And it's crazy because he's only gonna buy more, and he's doing a lot of interviews. He's putting his face out there, so he just has a lot going on his side. Like, he has the people on his side. He has um he's backing it up. He has the intelligence and the ability to deliver on his ideas, not only just in public, not only in a strategic way, but he's actually doing it with his own dollar and doing it in a way that no other company on the stock market has ever done. And the crazy thing is that it's actually working out. So if you take a look at Bitcoin, if you look at the last few days, we've been pushing up from this bull flag back in October. Well, this is still October, but 2 weeks ago. And he has an average of about, I think, 35,000 ish, right? And Bitcoin is sitting at 72,000. So imagine you put billions, right, into the market. Let's say you put, all right, I think, I don't know, maybe 8 billion he had invested, or maybe less. But I know right now, I think it's about 16 billion. So he made about 8 billion. So yeah, the amount of money you put in, right? Imagine you're a $1 billion company and you're competing with Google and Microsoft and all these companies, or even the smaller companies, because those are the biggest ones. But MicroStrategy comes out of nowhere, decides to put all their billion, not all of it, but a lot of their capital into Bitcoin, and makes pretty much 100% of their money in a few months. Well, they've been doing it for a few years. So it just takes a rally like this to see the result of what that could do. Now it gets interesting when you look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has its own thing going on. It's actually at all-time highs itself, and it's been creating a bull flag as well, and it's been doing a lot of chop, right? So when there's a lot of chop, that shows a lot of confusion, and this is where the chess game of trader psychology comes into play, because I've been saying that this is a bull market. And I also watch Chris Sane, right? So Chris Sane is a YouTuber, and I I do pay attention to what other people are saying with the grain of salt. But one thing I do agree with is that we are in a bull market, and one thing he did say is that it will be a stair climb up, right? So like more like steps, like up, down, up, down. We're not gonna see as much straight rallies, or like see how the market comes down, it's just like straight down, straight down, straight down. Within, little small steps, but you could see a lot of sharp moves down. Good opportunities, clean opportunities for puts, right? But in this bull market, they're making it very hard for you to catch the upside. And I believe they're doing that for a reason, and it's really exposing, in my opinion, how significant this opportunity to the upside is, because when you realize how the stock market is played, there could really only be one winner, one loser in certain opportunities. And if they really want to stack up, and they don't, pretty much, if they're going to be the winner, then you're going to be a loser, right? Most likely the retail traders, not you specifically, but they have to make their money from someone. So long story short, just based on my observations in the past, when I've seen a lot of chop in a certain direction, along with when price is expected to drop in this scenario and it's not dropping as expected with a strong trend to the upside, it's it's like a lot of momentum to the upside. I'm catching a brain fart because there's so much factors going on, and it's actually 3:00 in the morning right now. I was like, let me film this video, let me stop playing games and make sure I show up for the crew. But we got this bull flag, and the bull flag is showing us that we have consolidation. Once you break the bull flag, you should retest the top of it as support before you go for the next breakout. That breakout, right, could be the same length as the pole of right before this consolidation. So this pole, you could say from 39,000 up to 73 and some change. So 70 to 40, it's about 30, like 33 to 35,000. That's a lot. So you could take this breakout area, right? Because notice this is where we broke out of the flag, retesting it as support. So take this support, 66 plus that 35,000, and it's gonna put you pretty much at 100, near 100K. That's like 98, 90 something. All right, so that's interesting, and you could see that before year's end. And the interesting thing is that looking at Microstrategy is literally following Bitcoin. Like, look at the beginning of the year. January went straight up, dropped. Same thing that Bitcoin did. If you look, 2024, this is January here, straight up, dropped, right into May, and then we went up into June. So right here, drop right there into May, went up right here into June, and then it did this same consolidation. So on Bitcoin, I drew the flag a little different here on MicroStrategy. This is how I drew it and how I see the breakout happening. So you got Bitcoin set up to pretty much make a run due to its bull flag being at all-time highs. Also seeing a huge cup. You could call this, it's not really a handle, but it's something, right? But it's a pattern, right? And it's a pattern that's showing you it's likely to break out, which is what the pattern of a cup and handle is telling you as well. So those align. MicroStrategy, right? We're in a breakout on the daily chart with earnings tomorrow after market close, right? So let's take a look at the 4-hour, and you can see the price broke out from about this area at 228, 226, and then came down to 185, right? So if we just do some math on that, that's gonna give you about $40, right? Just give or take, right? 226, yeah. About, let me see if I could get, let's see, 15 plus 26, 36, 41. So yeah, let's say 40 plus 226. So this is the breakout area. So all we're doing is just adding that $40. So that's 226 plus 40, right? We'll keep it at 41 because that was the real number. And that is 267, which is right over here. All right, so 267, just gonna keep that there and then drop it to the lower time frame and see if that was respected. And we could see in the morning, pre-market, after this crazy gap up from Monday, we actually respected it as support in the pre-market twice, dropped through it, use it as resistance. So that was an area you could have used as puts, as an area to enter puts in the morning for that drop from 268 down to 251. Now we pushed up from there, came down to hold this as a higher low. I ended up drawing these trend lines, duplicated it down, and it's just respecting geometry right now. It's consolidating. There's a lot of opportunities to scalp this. Honestly, this is life-changing opportunities. The thing with MicroStrategy is the options pay a lot, right? They pay good. If you put in honestly $100 worth, you could get 100%, 200% on these type of moves. And it's all up to you to get the right entry and to exit. Just exit, right? Everyone wants to wait till we get to the right spot, right area. Me myself too, and that's why I could talk about it, is because we end up trying to wait too long, and then we end up giving back some gains. So the main focus going into just tomorrow and forever is to make sure that we focus on exiting, right? Taking profit, because that's the hardest thing for most of us to do as human beings, trading in an uncertain market with the opportunity to make more money, which will help, in our perception, help everything else, our bills, and buy whatever we need. So MicroStrategy is one of those that like I said, we're going to keep this on watch pretty much every week. And this is heating up because Bitcoin is here. Now we do have other stocks that we took a look at today, such as SPY, and I grabbed a call. Now this is gonna be a new version of my trading, right? Because yesterday we actually took a look at SPY, and if you see this tight range on SPY, notice how pretty much SPY during this morning, we can look at the 5-minute. Well, before we do, zoom out. On this day, this Monday, it looked like nothing really happened, right? Like, how do you trade that? It's chops, nothing happening. But within these opportunities, right, the 5-minute chart, there was so many trades that you could have made as a support reversal, especially once we drew this zone. There was probably like 6 to 7 trades that could have gave you 40 to 50%, literally within about 2-3 hour span. So you got one bounce there, you got another one there, just 2, another one there, another one there. I think later on came back. If I just extend the zone activate it, drag it across. You can see bounce off the top, bounce right there. Not really gonna call that a bounce, but yeah, this was more than enough opportunities. And the crazy thing is, when you use maybe like a couple days out expiration, these moves you'll see maybe like 5%, 10% moves. But obviously, when you use a closer expiration date on your option, you're gonna start seeing bigger percentages. Now, when you use the same day expiration, right, 0 days, it's the most riskiest one because the option could expire that same day. But if you're able to pretty much have a good risk reward, have conviction in the price movement, then and good risk management, right? You're not putting your whole account or half your account on even just normal size. You shouldn't probably put normal size on a same day expiration. Definitely put lower size because it has more risk. But with that more risk, you're getting more reward. And those are 40% rewards that could help you build your account. If it doesn't work for you, you could clip it. Especially, you could clip it quick with these support reversal opportunities, because you'll know if you're right or wrong quickly, right? Certain other setups, you might have to wait for pullbacks to truly know if you're right or wrong. But reversal setups, whether at resistance or support, the pros to those type of setups is that you'll get confirmation of your loss really quick, and that could help you cut your losses quicker, rather than being in uncertainty for other setups. All right, so going into tomorrow, let's see. We're gonna zoom out, take a look at. Oh, this is a nice chart on SPY. So we're in a consolidation, range in activity. You can see I drew these lines, support lines, and that's what helped me grab some calls today on SPY for 100%. Forgot where I actually entered, but it was the same day expiration with the 582 strike, and believe it was probably like around a 580, and 100% actually held it for a good bit, right? And that's something I'm working on with my trading, is being more quick, all right, and more dominant with taking profit, because I'm seeing how much opportunities there is to get out, get back in, get out, get back in. And it's not because I want to be a scalper, it's just because that's what the market is doing, right? Go ahead and try to hold your options throughout these pullbacks, and you're going to see it go right back down to where you pretty much started or close. And it makes way more sense that if you're going to watch the price action throughout this time, you might as well get out and then get back in where you started and make almost double your money or more, getting in to 2 trades rather than 1. So with that said, we have the Discord community at a super great value. You can check that out in the Discord. That's where I'm going to be talking about Microstrategy tomorrow, talking about Bitcoin, and pretty much alerting some signals on what's going on. We got the daily watch list, which is always live, right? I just posted some earnings, right? We got a new channel in the Discord, and it's the earnings channel, right? And Microstrategy actually happened to be the first post, and then we actually posted Reddit, which went up from $82 to about $102 after hours. So Reddit, that's a whole nother one I could talk about. But yeah, we're gonna see you guys tomorrow in the chat. Follow me on Instagram at Trading with Cam, and like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.